better best. Never let it rest until the good becomes better and the better becomes best.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. I'm your host, Craig Steger. I want to do a short episode today on something that I've been thinking about, and it goes back to one of the episodes I did a while ago. I'm trying to look up the number of it. I think it's maybe episode 23. I'll link to it below. It's the Missionary to the Masturbators podcast I did about a week ago. I've been giving a lot of thought to that episode and talking to Jonah and others about that. And what I'm thinking about, and I'm kind of putting this out there if people have feedback before I do something, but I think that there may be a good place to have either a separate group or a subgroup or something like that to really help I guess people in that situation. What I'm thinking about calling it is something along the lines of the 2350 project. So the Catechism of the Catholic Church, which Jonah and I have talked about a number of times on this show, in sort of in the 2350 to 2360, somewhere in there, those sections of the Catechism deals with various chastity type issues and sins against chastity. And specifically, we've talked a little bit about 2352, which is a section specifically dealing with masturbation. And then I think 2354 maybe is porn, 2353 maybe is fornication. I think 2351 is lust. Don't quote me on that, but I think so it's kind of in that neighborhood as a bunch of those packed together. And that was, I think we may need to break that out into a separate group for a couple of reasons. Number one is I don't want the rest of the content on this show that is sort of not really geared towards that at all to be, I don't want people that want the rest of that content to be put off if they don't want to see content on those issues. But I also think that we probably need a place for men and women, priests who want to tackle those specific issues to sort of be vulnerable about that, talk about that, offer support and solutions, things like that, in an environment that's a little more confidential and sensitive than just the general Facebook group and also what goes on YouTube. I'm still trying to figure out how to present the information so that people who need this help can find us, but not being too explicit or too graphic that, people that we don't want to see, whether it's children or your family members or whatever, aren't raising eyebrows at it. So I'm trying to find that sweet spot. I really want to help create an environment for men and women and for priests and other confessors. I guess they're all priests to maybe direct people to maybe foster the development of information and help that doesn't seem to really exist in Catholic circles, at least from what I've seen so far. So anyway, I wanted to throw that out there. I'm thinking the 2350 project, somewhere along those lines, so that people who, once they know what it means, will see it, but it's, I'm not having to use the name masturbation and all the titles and stuff like that. I don't necessarily want to do that. So, and it won't be limited to that. It'll be talking about lust and, fornication, porn, other sins that people struggle with, especially men, even married men. So that's what I'm thinking. I wanted to throw that out there. If anyone has feedback or suggestions on that. I'm not I'm not a social media expert. I don't know exactly what we can do within Facebook groups. I'd rather not create too many groups. I don't know if we can create subgroups within the Uncharted Catholic Man Facebook community, or whether I need to create a separate group. And I'm just trying to figure out channel wise how to have that content out there so that people that are searching for help can find it, or priests that have someone in that situation that they can direct it to us and find us without it necessarily being wide open for public consumption, especially those that maybe don't want to see that. So if you have thoughts or comments on that, please let me know, send me a message or leave a comment, whatever. But I appreciate your thoughts on that, prayers. I do feel strongly about this. I think there's a definite pastoral need here for this. And so I'm going to do what I can do, and hopefully maybe muster people together that care about this and have something to share. Maybe we can make a difference in men and women's lives on this issue. So anyway, until next time, everyone, have a good one.